P.T. Deenanath Mangeshkar. Marathi pronunciation: Deenanath Mek. The 29th of December 1900 to the 24th of April 1942. Was a well-known Marathi theatre actor, a Natya Sangeet musician and a Hindustani classical vocalist. He is also the father of well-known singers Lata Mangeshkar, Asha Bhosle, Meena Kadekar and Usha Mangeshkar, as well as composer Deenanath Mangeshkar. Background: P.T. Deenanath Mangeshkar, popularly known as Deena, was born at Mangeshi, Portuguese India, present-day Goa, on 29 December 1900. His father, Ganesh Bhatt Navath Hardikar, Abhisheki, was a married Kharade Brahmin who served as priest at the famous Mangeshi temple in Goa. His mother Yesubai was his father's mistress, belonging to the Devadasi community of Goa, which is now known as Gomantak Maratha Samaj. Born in Mangeshi village, he later, in his teens, adopted the surname Mangeshkar, which means of Mangesh. Mangesh is also the name of the deity worshipped in the Mangeshi temple. As a Devadasi, Yesubai often sang and danced at temple events and festivals. She is said to have had an unerring genius for music. Deenanath's father's surname was Hardikar, whose family performed the Abhishekam, ritual bathing, of the lingam of Shiva at Mangeshi temple. Thus they were known as Abhishekas. The father of the Indian vocalist Jitendra Abhisheki was Deenanath's half-brother. Career: Deenanath Mangeshkar started taking singing and music lessons from Sri Baba Mangeshkar at the age of 5. He was also to become a disciple at Gwalior school. He was fascinated by the variety and aggressive style of Gayanacharya Pandit Ramkrishna Bua Vase, and became Gandhaband Shagird. In his youth, he travelled to Bikaner and took formal training in classical music from Pandit Sukhdev Prasad, father of Pandit Mani Prasad, of the Kirana Gharana. He joined the Kirloskar Sangeet Mandali and the Kirloskar Natak Mandali at the age of 11. Later, he left Kirloskar Mandali and formed Balwan Mandali with his friends Chintaman Rao Kolhatkar and Krishna Rao Kolhapur. This new group had Gadkari's blessing. But shortly after the group was formed, Gadkari died in January 1919. Deenanath's good looks and melodious voice won him popularity in the Marathi theatre. So much so that the then giant of the Marathi stage, Bal Gandharva, publicly declared that he would welcome the entry of Deenanath in his organisation by throwing a carpet of rupee coins under his feet. During the period of 1935, he produced 3 films, one of them being Krishnajan Yuddha. It was made in both Hindi and Marathi, and a song from it, sung by and filmed on Deenanath. Deenanath also studied Indian classical music under Ramkrishna Vase. He also studied astrology, partly out of his interest in astrology and numerology. He believed that dramas with 5 letters, with anuswar, diacritical, on the 3rd letter, were lucky for him. Examples: Ranadhandavi, Ranadhandavi, Rajsanyas, Rajasanyasa, Deshkantak, Desikantaka. The dramas produced by Deenanath were extremely popular amongst the masses due to his masterly presentation of the songs composed by Vase Bua and the patriotic content. Personal life. First marriage. Deenanath's first wife was Narmada, later renamed Shrimati by her in-laws. She was the daughter of Gujarati Seth Haridas Ramdas Lad, a prosperous businessman of the town of Thalna, between Dhule and Jalgaon, Khandesh, Maharashtra. Deenanath and Narmada were married in 1922. Deenanath changed his wife's name to Srimati. She was 19 at the time and Deenanath was 21. They had a daughter named Latika, who died in her infancy. Deenanath's wife died shortly thereafter. Second marriage. Deenanath's second wife was his first wife's sister. Her name was Shevanti. Some sources claim that Deenanath renamed his second wife, Srimati, as well. However, it is widely agreed that in reality, he renamed her, Sudamati. The marriage of Deenanath and Shevanti was solemnized at a quiet ceremony within the house in 1927. Shevanti's mother chose not to attend. Deenanath and his second wife had 5 children: Lata, Meena, Asha, Usha, and Hridaynath. Their first child was named Hema, but Deenanath called her Lata in memory of his deceased daughter. The name stuck, and it is by that name that his legendary eldest daughter, Lata Mangeshkar, is known today. Death. Deenanath took to alcohol during the days of financial hardship in 1930s. After being ill for a few weeks, he died in Pune in April 1942. He was only 41 at the time of his death. His family has erected a Deenanath Mangeshkar Hospital and Research Centre in his name in Pune. Theatrical productions. Some of his theatrical productions, in which he sang and starred too, are Manapaman, Manapamana, written by K. P. Kadilkar; Ranardandavi, Ranardandavi, written by Veer Vaman Rao Joshi. Music composed by Vase Bua. Punyaprabhav, Punyaprabhava, Sanyasta Khadga, Sanyasta Khadga, written by Veer Savarkar. Music composed by Vase Bua. Raj Sanyas, Rajasanyasa, written by Ram Ganesh Gadkari. Deshkantak, Desikantaka, Ram Raja Vayog, Ramaraja Vayoga. See also Mangeshkar family. References. External links. Deenanath Mangeshkar Hospital, Pune. Deenanath Mangeshkar Award.